Welcome to the Hot Rod Hangout Podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ashley.
And tonight we are live.
Tuesday
live. So basically, let's kind of just jump right in.
Dive right in.
No lead up necessary. So this Thursday, the podcast that comes out on Thursday, we'll be talking with Kelly. Cannot say your last name, so we're going to go with Kelly B with Low Income Clothing. Excited to talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be some mini truck talk. There'll be some business talking, but excited to have him on.
Yep.
And next week, we get to be a guest on a podcast.
The tables have turned.
And I believe we're going to be live during that. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. And then the following week, we have Ryan Christenberry with Rev Limit Off-Road.
Yes.
Excited to talk to him.
Very excited.
So that should be a good time.
Hey, Mama.
Hang out with him. We have switched back so I can get distracted by comments again.
Yeah.
So hit us with the dates. What dates we got coming up?
We only really have two, to be honest. All right, well, we'll start off with, we'll mix it up this time, though. The third Friday cruising that happens in downtown Inverness is going to be happening July 19th from 5 to 8. They close the roads down at 3 and start parking cars at 3:30. So definitely go check them out. And then the same weekend is our monthly cruise in, and we will be gathering at the Cove in Inverness. Is that Inverness still? Mm-hmm. Inverness. But for those in the area that we are in, near Bushnell, we're still going to be meeting and happen at 10:30. So if you want to cruise with us, we got a route.
Yes.
So very excited.
Yep. So should be a good time. Should be some more people. Mm-hmm. What's going on, Papa?
Oh, he mixed it up this time.
Yeah, they switched, I think.
Yeah.
But so anyway, BP Customs, shout out to them again. He has the frame rails 90% complete.
Oh yes.
Turned out killer. The rear end is located. Lower 4-link bars are attached. Making awesome progress on the frame.
Yep.
We went and dropped the car off to him yesterday, or last night. It's completely unbolted, so we were hoping a little bit of bracing and a little bit of a little bit of bracing, and we could set it on the chassis. Beautiful chassis again.
Oh, yes.
Very, very happy how that came out. Well, so looking at it, there's going to be quite a bit of body work. Unfortunately, even though it was a together car, behind the fenders was pretty rotted. And the more we dug at it, the worse it got. So there's going to be quite a bit of body work. Still going to try our best. But it's not his fault. It's not really our fault. Everything that, you can't see when you buy something, you take a chance on, it's 95 years old, 95 years old. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, there's a little bit more rust and body work that's going to have to take place before it can get set on the frame. And kind of at the impasse where there's not much left to do on the frame. It's pretty much get the car solid up enough to where, it's going to survive.
Yeah.
So that's going to push the timeline that he needs the car a little longer, which pushes shortens our timeline once we get the car back here for motor wiring, what little bit of interior testing, etc. So we're not giving up, but it is looking like it's going to be highly unlikely that that car makes it for Turkey. Again, we're going to keep trying. He knows how important it was for that to go, but it also, we're both putting, that the Model A is going to be the billboard for our podcast, and it's also a billboard for his shop. So we both want to put, best foot forward. He's capable. I know he's capable. That's why it's over there. There's no hard feelings if it doesn't get done. It is a big endeavor. I knew it was a big endeavor. We took a big bite out of it because, we wanted both of us. I talked to him tonight. We both want that car to break the internet. So, with that being said, we're trying to do something that hasn't really been done the way we're trying to do it. And there's going to be hiccups. I thought the bones of the 29 were a little stronger than they are. So there's some extra work that's going to have to go into it. Yeah. Welcome, Thrash Hard Suspension on the Instagram. And Vinny said, hello, just came in from the garage, got my mechanical brakes all hooked up. Hell yeah, man.
Sweet.
So, couple steps for a big leap forward with the chassis. Chassis is killer. But set back a little bit with the body. Just going to have to do a little something different. We have some ideas, but it's just going to take a little extra time.
Yep. And we'd rather do it right than
and that's
rushed through.
We both want, when it comes out, we both want it, like I said, we want it to be the best foot that we could put forward. Obviously he's trying to get work from it. And obviously, we talk about driving our shit, so that car needs to be running and driving. No, fenders will be non-existent. Even if I kept the fenders, they'd have to go through the back window. Yeah. But no, it'll be on 28.5-inch tall tires on the back on 20s. It'll be 20s all the way around.
Yep.
So, but we got the front figured out, front suspension, how we're going to do that. We figured out a way to go about to try to save us a little bit of time. So that'll shorten it up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But we're not giving up. We're going to try. We're going to keep thrashing. I'm really happy that he's willing to keep trying because, like I said, the body is in a little worse shape than all of us thought. What's going on, Kenny? So, if it by chance can't make it to Turkey, then Michelangelo will save the day like he always does. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just going to take longer. We were anticipating, like 2 months for it to be sitting on the chassis and being able to come over here. It's probably going to take a little longer than that. But Britton with BP was very honest. He texted me, hey, swing by, let's talk about it. I swung by. He was very upfront. We are friends, but it's also business. I mean, yes, it is two friends that are building a car together, but it's two businesses that are also building a car together. Mm-hmm. So, but 4th of July is coming up, so there's going to be some vacation in there. So I told him, man, get out, enjoy your vacation with your family, and then we'll come back together and hit it hard. Yep. And like I said, if it works out, I'll be ecstatic. If it doesn't work out, well, Michelangelo will make its way to Daytona again. And this time we have an Airbnb that it can get out of. So
on a paved road.
Yeah. And that'll be the first time that car drives around in the streets on where it came from, because right there is where we bought it from.
Yep.
So
Kenneth said he's already out there working on it. Low income. Hey.
What's going on, Mr. Kelly?
Well, we appreciate that, Kenneth.
Yeah, we do. Like I said, I know it's a big undertaking. Definitely, with like we were talking about when I was over there, like, yes, I probably could have built a chassis. Would it have turned out that way? Probably not. Yes, I could probably tackle some of that body work, but it ain't going to turn out like it is with him. I have a lot of trust in him, and that's important. Kelly said he's heading home from his mom's, had to set up a new TV.
Well, as your parents always like to say, it's hard raising parents.
What's going on, Scott?
How's it going? Long time.
So, but 54 is still running. Hey, Aunt Cheryl. Hi from Uncle Brett and Aunt Cheryl in Canada.
Oh, hello.
See, I told y'all guys that we're listened to in Canada. Might be family, but they listen. So,
Scott, it's raining by you. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's headed this way, Scott.
Yep.
But remember, Scott, while I got you on here, remember on the 21st, rain or shine, we doing our cruising. So,
yep,
we're meeting at the Cove over in Inverness.
Vinny, I'm definitely looking forward to the following project, though. Even if you don't post pics, send them to me. Dry as dirt in Oklahoma from Kelly.
Yep.
Wow.
So, what everybody else work on this weekend?
Yeah, we finished getting the
Getting
car
the
ready.
body off getting the body unbolted and trying to save what we could save to.
Yep. And did that thing that always keeps growing.
Yeah, we did mow some grass and some weed eating and
yeah. Some crazy lady finally went out there and did it. It's been a hot minute since she did it.
I was starting to wonder.
I know.
Thought maybe you didn't have gasoline or something.
Oh, I got three cans of gas back there. Try not to blow off any fingers. Oh, goodness.
Dad said they did yard work.
Yep. But
so we got gonna do some work on the 34. We're gonna spend the 4th of July doing car stuff.
Yep.
That's always a good time. Just making small improvements every single time we touch it, and eventually it'll get right, or he'll trade it off after it gets right.
Oh, he can't trade it off.
Oh, yeah, he's got to keep it till at least the fall festival.
Yep.
Or borrow it back.
Well, if it's a trade deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it did say vehicle in the verb.
Oh, no, it's a 34 because Suncoast was founded in 34.
Oh, that's right. So he'll have to get another 34.
Yeah. Ranching and barbecue.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
What is everybody else's plans for the 4th?
Nissan needs an alternator and install new compressors. I'll be working the 4th, getting that double time.
Heck yeah.
And Vinny says, this weekend, my dad and I got the trans mounted in the Roadster, which cleared the way to get the front wishbones in and the rear axle back in.
Well, heck yeah.
Scott says, yep, he should be free. It's the 21st. Yes, sir.
Yep.
So we're meeting in Bushnell at Napa at 10:30, and we're cruising out to the Cove. Should be 11:30 when we get out there.
Yep.
So if you want to come to Bushnell and meet us, it's 10:30. If you want to just meet us there, and there's more news to come on that, but if you want to just meet us there, it'll probably be around 11:30 when we're pulling in. I did check. Michelangelo can make it. So if your car is higher than Michelangelo, you should be able to make it down the road.
Yep. Or at least can be aired up to Michelangelo's height.
And I don't think there's anyone driving around statically that is lower than Michelangelo. So,
yeah.
Other than 210 Dragon.
Oh.
And he won't be here because he lives too far away. He lives in Pennsylvania. So
goodness,
awesome, man! We need to catch up, man. It's been a while.
Yep.
Everybody's been busy, and now I'm gonna be busy for a while. Yes, sir, Justin.
I miss the static life sometimes. It's a blessing and a curse, I feel.
It is. That car, the 54, when we first got it, was so low we both couldn't ride in it together. So,
yeah.
Richard Johnson, what's going on, man? We just hanging out, giving updates on the 29, and
yeah, he had a busy weekend.
He did.
Oh, bless your heart. We saw on Facebook.
Uber into the parts store. I would venture to guess. As a matter of fact, Vinny, if you go back and you want to listen to his episode, it is You're Static. Question mark, exclamation point is the title of his episode. Because I thought he was at least on rear bags.
Especially on these crappy roads in the southern Oklahoma. It was rough. Yeah.
So the Model A will be a 5-inch ride height, but it will lay on the ground, and it'll also have, Britain is thinking, around 16 to 20 inches of lift.
Jesus. Then I can
so
drive
it'll be monster trucking when it's up, but...
And you'll tell when I'm driving versus when you're driving.
No, you better hit that button.
Be at monster truck height. Just have an Ashley height.
No.
Goodness. Yeah.
No, that... It will be built to ride at 5 or 6 inches. So that's what you will drive it at.
I was making a joke. I'm sorry.
The angles matter.
Anyways.
You call and tell me you ripped a drive shaft out because you.
When would I drive it without you?
True story.
When would I drive it?
Dad's front grill shell is 4.5 inches off the ground.
Well, dang.
The 54's bumper is 5 inches off the ground.
And that's not including...
And that was after we lifted it.
That's not including this exhaust.
Yeah, the exhaust still needs ran the correct way. 13th, checking off something on our bucket. Oh, that's right. You missed a date.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot.
July 13th, we will be at Mecum, the Mecum auction in Kissimmee.
Yep.
I believe we have the same size tires. I don't know, though. Yours might be a little bigger. But my exhaust is on the ground when we're sitting in it. So.
Yeah.
I really need to take that to an exhaust shop. But
well, we can't now. We can't really. We got to wait a little while.
Yeah.
Need something to drive even if it's
scraping. Oh, an exhaust shop won't take that long.
I snapped a U-joint and threw the drive shaft in my 49. Too much power and off the pinion angle.
Angles matter. Yeah. So I was went from really, really excited last night when we dropped it off, seeing the chassis, to a little bit of a bummed moment. But I kind of knew when he texted me swing by, I kind of knew what the dang dealio was, because the more I started taking it apart, the more I was like, oh man, this is getting worse.
Low income, I need a muffler, straight pipe the world. LOL. Oh, goodness. But yeah, it was a good night last night, going and dropping it off and
good.
seeing it. And
seeing it in person
yep.
together for the first time.
Yeah, because we hadn't gone over there this weekend.
I think I posted pictures though, didn't I?
I think so. It's almost 100 years old. Cut it some slack. Yeah. We love it for being almost 100 years old. Yeah, Kelly said, look, staying good. So he posted pictures at some point.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where the axle is sitting is about an inch higher than it will at when the tires are on it.
Yep.
So it's got plenty of room. If I lose my mind and want to put a taller tire on it, I still have room.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. Because as much as I'm going to dig the look of the 20s, I may want to go taller.
Oh, boy. Donald.
What's going on, Donald? So it's going to be a small block Chevrolet tri-power with a Gilmore belt drive and a turbo 350.
Yep.
And a mother thumper cam.
Which we will have pretty much ready to go here in the next 2 weeks, I'd say. If not quicker
By
than
this
that.
weekend, it should, Speedway has my oil pan, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so it'll be... No trans brake. It's not going to be a car to beat on.
It's going to be a cruiser.
I mean, it has... Britain with BP Customs has built the chassis that I could put whatever motor I want in it.
Yeah.
He went overboard. We discussed it beforehand.
He's taking that whole better safe than sorry thing.
Well, he asked. He said,
Yeah.
Do you ever want to put a blower on it? Do you ever want to put a big motor in it? And I went, well, I'd love to put a blower in it, but right now the budget doesn't say blower motor. So he's like, okay, well, I'll build it just in case. Mm-hmm. Heads should be here tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was Jake's.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Dad asked when the heads are going to be here. They should be here tomorrow.
Nice to have the ability. Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be a drag car. It's not going to, I'm not going to put it in the pit to do burnouts or anything like that.
Yeah.
Majority of its life will be cruising.
Get up on the interstate when need be, but...
Yeah. I'll have the ability to get on the interstate.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Balling on a budget.
That's what it's all about.
There may be some ramen noodles in my future now that I know there's more body work to do. But, hey, when it gets done, that car will be exactly what I have pictured in my head. It will be awesome. Yep. It will be different. I can put it at ride height, and it'll fit in with a traditional show. I can sit it on its ass, and it'll fit in at a mini truck show. Custom. That car is going to be basically everything that we are trying to put out. Get out, drive your shit, enjoy the cars you build. If you need help, find somebody to help you.
Kelly said, I'm headed to buy some ramen. Y'all need to get in here.
Yeah, get the big pack. T5, and it'll be a nice cruiser. No, sir. 54 has a T5 in it, and no thank you.
Not everybody uses it.
Put a big enough cam in it, you don't need to put it in neutral to wrap it off.
Only way to roll.
No, the 54 has a T5 Ashley can drive it. She's just not very comfortable. And I want something that put it in D for that way and go cruise.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about a third pedal. Don't have to worry about, just put it in D for that way and go on.
Yep.
Simple. And we're balling on a budget.
Ours for race.
I was going to say that, but then I was like, nobody's going to get that joke. If you don't get it, yeah, keeping it simple for now.
Yep.
So, yeah, I got to get it driving. And then maybe, depending. No, the 54 is statically that low, Scott.
Yep.
If we keep it, it may have a future on air, but for right now, it is static. Scott Strickland's example of a carry-all has made carry-alls worth all the too much money in Florida. They see what they could look like when they're done. They're like, oh, well, mine's worth this much.
Well, and we got to remember that's his wife's.
That's clean.
It is very clean.
I don't care whose it is. That carry-all, Scott's carry-all is clean.
Just got to give her a shout out every once in a while.
Yeah. Y'all cruised that to Daytona last weekend, right? Or weekend before last? Yeah, 2 weekends ago? I don't even know. When was our cruise? Days. 2 weeks ago.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I don't know. My calendar up there still says June, so. Which would give us when it happened. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, boy.
It's only Tuesday.
It is only Tuesday.
But it's a cut in half week.
Well, since you're on here, low income, we good for tomorrow?
Yeah. Now that we have the right Wednesday. Yeah, a couple weeks ago we did. Scott.
Yeah.
Went to Daytona. So we...
Him and Custom Mike.
Yep. Kelly said, yep.
Talk to you tomorrow then, man. Excited.
Oh, yeah.
And on that topic, thank y'all so much, everybody, for liking, sharing, subscribing, downloading the podcast. We are very, very humbled at the support and also the support that you've given people that we try to support. Y'all have interacted with BP Customs. I know they appreciate it. Y'all have gotten on Throttle Addict and supported us with supporting them. Miss Angel, how's it going? That's my neighbor from growing up.
Oh.
I'll get on it. Awesome. Anywhere that's got good cell service. Or Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But
so anyway.
But yes, thank you guys. We jokingly say it's free to like and it's free to support and all that stuff, and it literally is a joke because y'all are so great. I don't know, maybe me saying it in the podcast or in the lives or in the podcast, but make sure you download. For some reason, it only counts when you download. It's silly. Or maybe I'm just not smart enough to read analytics. But I can small block Chevrolet, so. Happy birthday, Walter. Sounds good, low income. She's got satellite and Dee's cell coverage. Well, I know how it is in Oklahoma. Some of y'all places get a little wooded.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, mom and dad still can't get internet at their house.
Yeah.
That's the Florida woods.
goodness. Donald said, if you small block Trevor, you good with...
We need to get together, man. You ain't too far from me. We need to get together.
Well, Kelly's going to cook some dinner. My house is surrounded by cedar trees.
10-4. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
7 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock ours.
Yep.
And then y'all guys look for that episode to come out on Thursday.
Yep.
And also a YouTube video, hopefully.
Maybe not till Friday on that one, though. Give me...
On the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it won't.
That won't be Thursday.
No.
I'm down. Project Tract is almost running again.
Hell yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
Well, the 21st of this month, come out.
Of July, not June, like the calendar shows.
But we cruise every third Sunday for anybody listening out there. And it looks like, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and announce this part of it. There's more news to come that we have to iron out some details. But it appears like it will be, from now on, meeting at the Cove in Inverness every third Sunday of the month.
Yep.
10-4. Every third week, every third Sunday, the Cove in Inverness. Again, anyone close to us, Bushnell area, we're going to meet at Bushnell every month, and then we'll cruise over together. You know, if it's just me and mom and dad, or me, Ashley, and mom and dad, cool. If it's BP Customs is working on a truck and his white truck is done, you know, come put some miles on it, make sure everything's good on it before it either goes to a new home or has to go to a show.
Yep.
You know, they're in her truck. I hope she don't mind if she's still on. Her truck is getting wired and then getting buttoned up and getting ready for paint and stuff. So that's exciting. Mine ain't scheduled for paint probably ever. It'll be a rattle can paint job if it does get painted, but get the body work done on it. And like I said, we're still going to try. We're not giving up. We're not throwing in the towel. Definitely not going to give up on it. Even if it's not done, we'll continue working on it. We'll just push it to the next thing. We're still ironing out details. But we are going to do something in January for the podcast 1 year hangout.
Yep.
We're going to get some sponsors. I still haven't made the post. If you're a business out there and you like what we're doing and you want to support, we're going to offer a sponsorship or an advertiser package. If your business is car related and you want to do a trophy for the hangout, you obviously have to come give out your own trophy because I can't pick something for your business, but come pick a car. It's going to be an everyone welcome, you know, lifted, lowered, hydraulics, air rides, static, donks, big wheels, rubber band mud tires, dualies, smart cars.
Everybody's included.
Everybody's included.
Yep.
Except Yee Trucks. I'm just kidding. No. Basically, it's going to be a hangout. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to police you, but keep the shenanigans to a minimum so we can continue to do it. Like I said, we're still ironing out some details on it, but a location should be coming out soon, and then we can figure it out.
Oh, Starlink is what Scott uses.
We thought about that when we were in the camping trailer before we got the house.
Yeah.
Once we got the house, they already had Spectrum, and it was cheaper than buying Starlink.
Yeah.
So, But who knows where that'll end up. But yeah, so again, if you are a company and you like what we're doing and you want to support us, we're going to do a special while we're trying to collect some advertisers and sponsors for the show.
Yep.
Or hangout.
Gathering.
The gathering. Get with me. We're going to get some shirts and some apparel. We're working on that. Don't know if we're just going to do another round of QR shirts or if maybe we can find somebody that'll draw us up cartoons of Michelangelo is the only thing we kind of have at the moment. Maybe a Toe Pig shirt.
Yep. Nobody wants an Equinox shirt.
Real toe pigs don't have spark plugs or something, But we're working on that. Maybe stickers. I don't know. We're, we definitely want to do everything we can to get our name out to try to grow the community, not for us, but for everyone. We're excited. There's a lot of good stuff happening. I know there was some bad stuff in here, and I'm trying to stay positive. But it is part of building a car, and especially the amount of car that we're working on. We're not taking a car and modifying it. We're basically starting. The only thing I'm keeping from the Model A is the body. Unfortunately, the body's not as in good a shape as we thought it was when we bought it. So, but the Model A chassis will be for sale. 32 chassis may be spoken for, but if he no longer wants it, then it'll be for sale. Recoup some of the money that we've put into this. I know he's no longer on here, but like Low Income and the sticker that is coming in the mail, balling on a budget. I would love to have that lottery and just be able to dump as much money into it and tell Britton, hey, quit your job and only work on my Model A and I'll pay you. But unfortunately, he's still working towards making his dreams happen just like we are.
Yep.
So, but when it gets done, it'll be worth all of this. That car will put a lot of people on notice. With the podcast, it will go to a lot of shows. It will get a lot of exposure, which is exposure for us and exposure for them. Airlift, if you happen upon this video and you want to sponsor a 3H system for the Model A build, I won't turn you down.
Oh, goodness.
Just putting it out there, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case they come across, Poduk podcast in the woods, Hot Rod Tom, what's going on, man? But, yeah, so we, that's kind of what's been going on with us. Michelangelo just, I did get caught in the rain.
Yes, you did.
Those doors do not shut well enough. It leaks. And, that whole no wipers, no problem. I hashtagged in that. No wipers are a problem. Just throwing that out there.
There's not enough Rain-X in the world.
Yeah. My windshield repellent did not work too good. Drank Coors, and he's drinking Coors lattes. Yes, sir. So.
But yeah, for those that missed it, you got to go back onto our Facebook and see.
I left. I went over to mom and dad's house to pick something up, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take the 54. It's nice and sunny."
Yep. It was before you
And
left.
like everyone that is fortunate enough that their parents are still alive, went over there and visit them. And, you know, it can never be a 5-minute visit. You're going to sit down and BS and catch up and enjoy time with family. So, I said, well, it's starting to get a little dark out there. I better head to the house. And I text Ashley, I'm headed home. She's like, be careful, it's pouring here.
Yep.
She was not lying.
Nope. And of course, because I'm inside while you're gone, I hear it coming. I'm hearing it. You know, the dogs are hiding because they do not like the storms. But I completely forgot that you had taken the 54 until you had texted me saying you're on your way home. And I just glanced out the window and saw that the 54 was gone. I'm like, yep. Okay, better make sure he's okay. Not that you wouldn't be.
It was good. About 35 mile an hour. It was clearing the windshield, and I was like, I'm golden. Mm-hmm. And I turned out onto 301, which is the main drag through our town. And I was like, yeah, we're good. And I made it about a mile up the road, and it started sprinkling. It was still pushing the water off, and I'm like, all right, we're good. And then I hit the wall, and
the wall of rain. Let's preface.
So I used the passenger mirror to find the fog line, and was looking and kind of remembering where the road was, and said, okay, well, there's a turn lane right here, because I knew I couldn't bail off the road.
What else type of driving did you do?
And then I turned on our road, the paved portion of our road, and there's a car on my bumper that is very mad that I'm doing, you know, I don't know, 20 mile an hour in a 45. And I was trying, what's going on, Martin? Martin with marred mind art. But, yeah, so I kept looking in the mirror, and he kept getting on my bumper, and I'm like, man, I can't see. I ain't got no wipers. And I'm trying to convey that to him telepathically because, you know, I'm just doing the best I can. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's only like a mile and a half. So I stuck my head out the window, and we Ace Ventura'd for the rest of the way to the house.
Oh, goodness.
But it was a good time. We do drive our shit, though.
Yep. Rain or shine.
Don't prefer it. It's kind of like a bike. Like,
yes. Oh, I hear thunder coming.
oh yeah, it's coming. It's going to rain here tonight.
Oh,
but yeah, it's kind of like a bike. Like, you try not to leave in the rain. But
yeah. At least you didn't get as soaked as you would have on the back of the bike.
I was pretty wet.
Yeah. Like
You
the
know,
whole
'cause
side
it's-
of your
Because it's not like
side of your
those seats
shirt
are
was
real
wet.
like high in that car. So I was, my whole upper body was out of that car.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's, you know, stories that driving old cars or driving anything that's a little weird, which is kind of what we stay in. You know, those stories, that's the exciting part.
Yep.
But she run like a charm, carburetor and all.
Yeah.
Anything to make mom nervous. Yep,
That's our job.
I no, hold on. I was safe. I pulled over when I couldn't see.
The first time.
Every time.
Okay.
I could still see her. I wouldn't have went.
Right.
It stopped raining, and I drove a little bit, and then I couldn't see again, and then I was like, I don't think there's any more driveways on the right. And I couldn't go across the road because I couldn't really see. So we pulled over in the grass and waited for it to stop raining again, and did that 2 or 3 times, and
Yep.
got home. It's all good.
The I'll be home turned into 3 hours later.
It was not 3 hours later.
kidding.
The I'll be there on the lawnmower turned into 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hot Rod Tom said, send it. Yep.
Yep. You should.
I didn't learn nothing because the Model A that we're building don't have wipers either. So.
Nope. And you're talking about dailying.
Yeah, that car will be the daily once it gets done for a little while anyway.
I'll have to take the tow bag to the grocery store every once in a while just to keep it moving.
That truck really, what I do with that truck is not very good for it.
No, it's not.
It would be better to let it sit. To a point.
Yeah.
I heard, I think it was, Cooper Bogetti. Used to be with Cletus McFarland. He has a podcast, and I was listening to his podcast today, and they were talking about emissions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all you got to do is let a car guy do it. You know, we're going to build one car that gets like 100 miles to the gallon, and then we're going to build a loud, obnoxious, like 3,000 horsepower car that we're only going to drive occasionally. Like, if you give us an option, we're going to drive the car that gets 100 miles to the gallon more than that car.
Yep.
But then instead you make us kind of pick something in the middle. The problem with the Model A's is the angle changes. There'd have to be some engineering. Either you'd have to make it like mount it in the window itself. I guess that would work.
Well,
you could mount it in the glass or
for a wiper for the Model A, because Dad said manual wiper.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, okay. You couldn't mount it to where it factory mounts, because when you angle it out, that puts too much stress on the wiper itself.
Yeah.
You'd have to close it every time.
I mean, would you want it to permanently be shut? Because that would just solve that problem.
What? The windshield?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
That's the AC.
Well, I understand that. I was just asking.
I'm tilting that joker out, and I will probably lock it open before I lock it shut.
Okay.
I'm already losing all the rest of my windows. Got to keep one.
There'll be one in the very back.
Yeah. And maybe the little ones.
The little ones. Oh, on the far?
Yeah.
In the far back.
Just keep chugging along, and when it gets done, and it'll be awesome when it's done.
Yeah.
For both of us.
Mm-hmm. And good things take time. Sometimes longer than you want, but
you know, and I have a whole lot of patience. I mean, that's one of my virtues.
Yep. Exactly. For those that are listening to the podcast, he is aggressively shaking his head. Oh dear. This is
That was really long.
Obnoxiously long. Just a ha-ha. Anyway.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with us. Still going to keep chugging along. It'll get done when it gets done. It'll be awesome when it gets done.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Glad I got... Oh, Dad says glad he has his boots on for all the bullshit that I'm spitting, saying I'm patient.
Oh. I was lost. I'm like, okay, you have your boots on?
It's getting deep in here. But, like I said, we still have the 54. 54 is old reliable.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I was going to say, don't knock too loud. Dogs will start going.
Oh, yeah. So we got a podcast that'll come out on Thursday. We're measuring up, squaring up, getting Dad's 34 closer on 4th of July. Hopefully a YouTube video coming out Friday or this weekend. Yeah, Plan C could be the 34. Mm-hmm. Might have to put it in bare metal, though. We're going to sit next to rat rods.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know if I could drive something that nice. I might have too much stress. Because shiny paint causes stress.
Yeah.
And then following week, we're on the Patina Code podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following week, Rev Limit Off-Road.
Yep.
We're going to dig a little deep, get off the off-road stuff. We're going to kind of get to know them a little bit better. Touch on the off-road stuff, but also touch on some stuff that a lot of people don't know about them. So excited for that one. We have the Friday night cruise in Inverness on the 19th. And then our cruise on the 21st, going to the Cove. I missed. We have the Mecum auction in Kissimmee. So our month is going to be pretty busy, but excited. Drawstring got poured. I don't understand. Dad. Oh, drag strip got poured. Oh, yes. Leadfoot City, the drag strip concrete got poured.
Yep.
So for at least a little bit of time, we'll have a local drag strip.
Yeah.
I hope it works out. We need one, but
we'll see what happens.
And anyone out there that listens to this now or in the future, yes, it is awesome that the drag strip is making progress.
Yep.
Anyone that's listening to this, we would love to have y'all on an episode if you want to come on, talk about cars. Make sure you go like, subscribe, share, download. There's a little button if you listen on Spotify. There's a little button where you can automatically download it. Heck yeah. Hot Rod Thompson says he has a front engine dragster in the works.
Oh boy.
That's badass.
Well, dang.
Super cool, super cool.
Oh yeah.
So if you'd like to be a guest, you want to come hang out, talk cars, bullshit with us for roughly an hour, reach out.
Yep.
It's an open invitation. I haven't told anyone no yet. You could be fair. I'm just kidding. If you want to come hang out, talk cars, you're more than welcome to. Just schedule it up. And we typically record on Thursdays, but if another day works better, we can record it and put it out on Thursday.
Yep.
Or if we get enough people, maybe we'll record 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. I like, also with that being said, if you have any ideas to make it better or something that, we don't know, again, we're not professionals and don't claim to be. So if there's anything that you see us doing that we're doing right, tell us. If you see something we're doing wrong, keep your mouth shut. No, I'm just kidding. Let us know what's going on because, we're trying. The goal for the podcast was to kind of get the word out that, the car culture isn't dead. There's a lot of older guys that are wanting to share knowledge, but they don't think any of us want to hear about it. There's young guys that are very, very talented that are trying to get their names out there. More than happy to help y'all get your names out. There is no competition. We want to help everybody. Now, if you copy my Model A and it gets done before my Model A, I'll be mad. But
well, I mean,
when we get to a certain point with that, there won't be any more pictures shown of it until it gets done.
Yep.
And then it will be blasted. But super excited to talk to the guest we have coming in. Super excited about the stuff that's going on. Hopefully next week we'll have a little more concrete details on the third Sunday cruise, and we're going to continue working on location and exact date and time frame, and working on the show for January. I keep calling it a show. It's really just a hangout. I know BP Customs has said that they want to do a trophy for their choice. We'll obviously do a podcast choice. We'll do maybe a people's choice in a couple categories. Depends on who's coming. You know, obviously we'll split it up where a 29 Model A isn't being judged against a 2024 Camaro or something, you know. That'd be very unfair for the Camaro. But everyone is welcome. So, Scott Strickland asked to recap in a nutshell what you're doing to the A. He may have missed something. It is BP Customs built a frame. It'll lay on the ground, but at ride height, it will look like a traditional car. No exposed airbags, no exposed. It will be grimy, grungy driver with some nice parts on it. Small block turbo 350, tri-power. It'll probably come out bare metal or primer, and maybe down the road it'll get painted, maybe it won't.
We'll see what happens. But
any other specific questions, Scott, you can reach out to me. I think that pretty much
that's the gist of it.
Covers most of it.
In a nutshell.
Like you said. All right, guys, with that being said, make sure you go check out BP Customs on Facebook.
Yep. And don't forget to check out Throttle Addict using the code word HOTROD. You get to save 15% off.
Heck yeah. Till next time, guys, get out, drive your shit.
See ya.
Later.